everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Katarina. I am really excited about today's video because we are going to talk about lip products, and that is just my favorite part of makeup. I love lip products. So about a year ago I started filming these videos where I do track my uses and follow progress of my entire lip product collection for each season. So I filmed a couple of these videos last year. I do have a whole lip product playlist. I will link that down below. But once I got back to YouTube after my break or quitting, I decided that these videos for sure are something that I do want to do again. Today I also want to talk about my goals for 2024. There are for sure some lip products that I do want to either finish completely or really focus on, so I will talk about all of that in this video. I do have one empty and I also do have a few declutters, and I'm going to talk about those once we go through this. So let's get into it. We are going to go from most uses to least uses. I will put here pictures of swatches and here pictures of progress for those where I have done progress lines, and for those that progress lines cannot be really done, I have weighted the products. So the lip product I used the most during winter time and early spring, so from January through March, is the Gosh Velvet Touch Lip Liner in Nougat. This one is a really pale nude lip liner, and I actually don't think it appears as light on the swatch picture what it really is. It's that kind of nude lip liner that doesn't give any depth to any lipstick, but it maybe works as a base for a lip gloss if I want to have something where the lip gloss could grip. So that's a way I like to use this, but also I do use this one just as a lip liner. I just want to finish this one because I don't think it's a staple in my collection, but I do like it. So I used this one for 42 times. And that's quite a lot of uses. I also made good progress with this one. This one is one of the lip products I want to finish this year. I don't think that I necessarily can do it within the next 3 months, but this year I can do it for sure. Next we do have a lip gloss. This one is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow, and this one is a beautiful bronzy lip gloss. I actually do have 2 of these because I purchased this one last summer. Last summer I did a lot of really neutral, no makeup looks, and when I do have some tan, I think this one is a great lip product for that. Then I lost this and I instantly repurchased, but then I found this one later from our car. So now I do have 2 of these. I obviously do not need 2, so this year I want to finish this older one. And I used this one for 23 times. The weight went from 33.70 grams to 32.05 grams. By the way, for these uses, I don't count any reapplications. It would be just too much to track those 2. So each time that I wear a lip product for a makeup look, it is a 1 use. So that's how I track them. The product line goes quite low there. I hope the camera just picks it up. So I'm sure this one will be an easy one to finish this year. How I have been specifically enjoying this one is as a lipstick topper, and that's what I have done today. I do have a lip combo of lip liner, lipstick and lip gloss. So this is the lip gloss and I just think it's really beautiful. However, here and there I have worn this on its own if I have gone for a more natural, no makeup look. Okay, so next we do have the lipstick that I'm actually wearing today. This one is the Memi Luxe lipstick in the shade You Wish. This one is something that I got from the Pipbox beauty subscription box back in 2020. So this is years old. That's why I do want to finish it this year. I used this lipstick 17 times in winter and early spring, and I made pretty good progress. And I want to show this to you closer because it starts to be at the point that the progress line doesn't tell the whole picture, because as you can see there's not much left. Sometimes I do wear this lipstick on its own without the lip gloss on top of it, but sometimes I feel that might be too light of a nude and too peachy, kind of like too pastel-y look for me. I do enjoy it sometimes, specifically now in spring, but I just think for me personally it works to have the lip gloss on top of this. It gives just a little bit more richness to the lip combo, I guess. And this lipstick I do want to finish now in early spring. It's the only one that I am so close to finish that I think it's realistic to finish within the next 3 months. Speaking of empties, next we do have my only empty for the first 3 months of the year. Well, there is actually a product, but I would need to remove the stopper, and this I do not like enough to do that. This is the Gimme Glow lip gloss or Vivid Lip Paint in Liquid Kitty, and this one is a really pigmented, really glossy but not shimmery lip gloss, and it is in this little bit more cool toned nude. For me personally, this is slightly too cool. However, this type of tone is something that I do enjoy in winter. And this one I wanted to finish both because it's not my favorite color, but also because it's older. It's from 2020. So I used this one for 15 times, and then it started to be really difficult to get out of the tube. I would need to dip in there multiple times to get my lips done. So at that point, because I don't care to remove the stopper for this, I considered it an empty. Oh, by the way, this one I have weighed. So originally this one weighed 17.51 grams and now it weighs 16.57 grams. And then we do have here another lip gloss. This one is the NYX Butter Gloss and it is in the set Madeleine. I used it 13 times. Sometimes I use it on its own and sometimes I used it on top of the Gosh Nougat lip liner. This one is a kind of really neutral nude. It's not too warm, it's not too cool, and I do like this. I'm just not that much of a lip gloss person, so something like a nude I would prefer to have in a lipstick form. So this is actually another lip product that I want to finish this year. This one weighed 13.50 grams in the beginning of the year and now it is 12.85 grams. Okay, so those were my most worn lip products in the beginning of the year, and here are the lip products that I used somewhat, so between 1 and 10 uses. So first is a lip gloss that I used for 10 times. This one is the Floss, my new favorite lip gloss in the set LAX. This one is something that I got from the Pip box in 2020. And I wanted to focus on this one this year, however, this one is just really thick and gross to wear on my lips. I don't remember if it has always been like that, but each time that I wear this, I am questioning why I'm doing this, because it's so... ugh. I actually do pretty much like this color. It is this pinky nude, but not too pink. This one has warmth to it and it's kind of muted, so it's a good pinky nude for me. But when the formula is just so thick, I don't want to wear this. This lip gloss went from 20 grams to 19.11 grams. As I said, I'm not that much of a lip gloss person in general. In future, I would only like to have 2 lip glosses. So something that is shimmery and can be used as a lipstick topper, and then maybe something that is just got a like, little bit more sheer and that my lips but better type of thing. But yeah, this color is also something that I would rather have it in a lipstick. Next we do have a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, and this one actually from all of my Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks, which I don't have too many at the moment, is my least favorite. So this one is Pillow Talk. I know this one is said to be like an universal nude that works for everyone. I think for me this is too cool toned. I always feel when I wear this that it's just a little bit too cool. It almost looks like I'm a little bit cold and my lips have started to go blue. But then again, this one clearly has some warmth there, so I think for someone with extremely cool skin tone, this might actually be too warm. So I actually don't agree with the claim of this one being universal. Sometimes I have actually thought that I probably should declutter this because I don't love it, but I have still decided to keep it because it's Charlotte Tilbury and it's a couple of years old soon, so I don't necessarily want to give it to anyone. I don't know. For now I'm going to keep it. I used this one 6 times in winter. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate this. I quite like it, but I just feel I need to work extra hard and I need to be really careful with what I'm going to pair it with, because if I pair it with a too cool toned look, it's just going to be all over too cool. If I pair it with too warm toned look, then it's going to kind of like clash. So maybe I just need to find a way to wear this. But yeah, from all of my Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks, this one is my least favorite. But the formula is beautiful, I will say. We do have here another Charlotte Tilbury lip product. This one is the Lip Cheat Lip Liner in Iconic Nude, and this one is a really beigey nude, just my kind of nude lip product and lip liner. I used this one for 5 times. I have of course been focusing on the Gosh lip liner. That one is clearly lighter than this one, but the tone of this is quite similar. They are both these beigey brown nudes. So the next 2 lip products are actually declutters. I have here the NYX matte lipstick in Alabama, and then the Gosh Velvet Touch lip liner in Cardinal Red. I wore the lipstick for 4 times and I wore the lip liner for 3 times. So I wore them 3 times together, but then once I have probably gone for like a blotted, more lightweight red look. And I just think this lipstick is way too dark for me. I just don't think it's the most flattering red for me. It's just too dark, and when I wear it I feel it kinda tracks my face down a little bit. I used to love this lipstick back in the days, but I'm just not that much into it. Nowadays I'm mainly into neutral lips. I do like still red lips, but this one is just too dark, so I do prefer a more bright red compared to this one. And then this lip liner is something that I would only wear with this NYX lipstick, so there is no point for me to keep the lip liner if I'm going to declutter the lipstick. I do have another red lipstick, and this is now going to be the only red lipstick in my collection. This one is the Gosh Velvet Touch lip liner. I really do like this formula, by the way. It's smudge proof but still creamy when you first apply it. So this one is in the shade Simply Red, and this one is a bright kind of like true red shade. And I do have 2 red lipsticks now left in my collection. You can see in the bottom of this swatch picture, and this one goes really well with both of these lipsticks. So this one, did I already mention, I wore 3 times. Then the last lip liner in my collection is the BH Cosmetics waterproof lip liner in the shade Earth. This one is kind of like a peachy nude lip liner. I actually really do like this. I feel oftentimes peachy lip products pull too bright, but this one is truly like a neutral muted peach. Actually, my lip liner collection is where I want it to be once I get the Gosh Nougat lip liner out. And this one, did I mention it? I wore twice. Then we do still have the 2 red lipsticks that will stay in my collection. I do have the Charlotte Tilbury Hot Lips 2 lipstick in the shade Red Hot Susan. And this one I wore twice in the beginning of the year. This one is kind of like a more orangey toned red. And then I do have the NYX matte lipstick in the shade Perfect Red. This one is a really true red. It's kind of blue based, but it's still not too cool. And I feel these reds are kind of staples in my collection right now. I thought that maybe I could do with only one, but I just think these are different enough, and I do love red lipsticks. So at this point I couldn't be with just one of them. I really do love red lipstick, and I actually would maybe like to wear red lips looks a little bit more. At this point just I do have too many lipsticks, and red has become for me kind of like a special occasion lipstick, but it's maybe something that I would like to wear more often during weekends, even if there is nothing that special going on. Oh, and by the way, speaking of red lipsticks, there is one that is on my wish list. So those 2 are a little bit bolder, but I would actually like to add to my collection a more muted everyday red. So I would be super curious to try the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Revolution lipstick in the shade Walk of No Shame. That seems to be kind of like a more muted everyday red, but of course now I am on a makeup no buy, so I'm not going to buy that, but maybe one day that's something that I would like to add to my collection. Okay, so here is the last swatch picture, and these are the lip products that I didn't use at all within the first 3 months of the year, so little bit sad to see these many lip products here. However, I have had quite a heavy focus on some of those other lip products, so it is what it is. So the first swatch is the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow that I have kinda like as a backup. I have opened it previously, but now I actually swatched the one that I'm using currently, because I feel with lip glosses, the more you open them, the quicker they start go thick. So this lip product weighs 36 grams. The second swatch here is the Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fuzzy. I didn't use this at all, however the weight still went down by 0.03 grams. I have probably swatched it once but not worn it. These lip products I actually want to focus now in spring and summer, but I don't think I could finish it right now. Specifically now in April I will be doing a lot of peachy eyeshadow looks. If you watched my Palette Pandos eyeshadow update, you know why, because I want to finish some peachy eyeshadows from my palette. But I think once I get those done, I can see myself wearing this lip gloss more. This lip gloss I hopefully could finish then within the next winter, spring, summer season. So not this year, but next year. But I want to start already wearing it and make good progress so that it's an easier finish next year. Then we do have my only and hopefully last ever liquid lipstick. This one is the KVD Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the shade Lolita 2. This one is a beautiful orangey terracotta shade. Really stunning color. I just don't love liquid lipsticks anymore. This one gained actually 0.01 gram. Don't know how. Probably it actually didn't gain any weight, but it was just a measurement error or something like that. But yeah, this one is also a little bit older in my collection. I have gotten it in 2021, so this is something that I really want to focus on this year. In early summer I'm typically more into kind of like fresh and light and soft colors, but then once we get past midsummer, so once we get to July, I'm starting to be a lot into burnt warm tones like this. And then this is gorgeous for fall, and also it's totally wearable in winter. So hopefully I could finish this one within the next year or so. And the rest of these lip products are actually lipsticks. So first is the Catrice Shine Bomb lipstick in Divine Femininity. This one is actually really similar in tone to the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, but this one is just kind of like satin finished. Even though it says Shine Bomb, it's not really glittery, thankfully. I think some of those colors in this line are though, but this one is kind of like a nice shiny satin finish, and I actually do prefer this finish on this color over the matte of the Pillow Talk, because I feel this gives just a little bit life to that kind of muted pink. But yeah, I didn't wear this one at all, although this typically would be a shade I enjoy in winter, but now I just had other things to focus on. Then next is the Catrice Scandalous Matte Lipstick in Nude Obsession. This is a stunning nude. This kind of nude I always would like to have in my collection. So a lighter, truly beigey nude that doesn't pull pink, doesn't pull peach, but it's just like light beige. I absolutely do love this one. But since I have focused on other lipsticks, I have not worn this. Then we do have another Catrice Scandalous Matte lipstick. This one is the shade Rosy Seduction, and this one is like a rosy but still kind of warm shade. I actually think on this picture it doesn't appear as warm, but in reality this one is kind of like a rosy with some coral undertone there. So I think it's a suitable rose for me, because a too cool toned and too just pinky rose, it's just honestly think one of the most horrible lip colors on me. Then we do have the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the shade Nude Romance. This one is from the wedding collection. I'm actually going to show this to you. And I bought this last year and I wore it actually to wedding. It's just beautiful, and this color is really, really stunning. It is this kind of like brownish, slightly peachy nude, mid-toned, so not too pale. And this kind of nudes I really, really do like. I feel I need to work harder to make a pale nude work on me, but this is something that I can just throw on and it's going to look so natural and effortless. That is a stunning lipstick, but this is new and I do want to focus on those older ones first. Then the rest of the lipsticks are actually from Essence. We do have the Essence, what is this called? I do have two of these. The Essence Hydrating Nude lipstick. I do have the shades Delicate and Divine, and this basically is just a tinted lip balm. It's labeled as lipstick, so I'm going to call it that, but it is really sheer and it is actually hydrating, so for me these are really tinted lip balms. I think these will be pretty easy to finish once I get to them. However, these are bought last year, so again I'm going to use some of those old ones first. And then we do have two of these Essence Hydra Matte lipsticks. I actually think this is a really nice matte lipstick formula. I do have the shade Honestly and Peach It. The Peach It shade I really do want to now use in spring, because it's the type of shade that I wouldn't necessarily get use out of other than in spring and summer, because it pulls slightly bright on me, but it is beautiful. So yeah, we are getting into the end of the video. Those were all of my lip products, my uses, my progress. So let's still quickly go over my goals for the next 3 months. For sure I want to finish some more later this year, but in the springtime and early summer the only one that I want to finish is the Memi Luxe lipstick in the shade You Wish. I am pretty sure that I can do it because it starts to be so low and that lipstick goes so well with the eyeshadows I am panning now. I also do want to work on the Gosh Velvet Touch lip liner in Nougat and the Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow. But then some other lip products that I want to put a little bit more effort on is the Essence Hydra Matte lipstick in Peach It and then the Fenty Gloss Bomb Pinky shimmery one. And then let's quickly still talk about my lip product inventory. So in the beginning of the year I had 25 lip products, but I finished one and decluttered 3. So now I only have 21 lip products in my collection. My goal is to get to 15. I don't think I can get there this year, but I think I can get there probably next year. And I think 15 lip products is probably the point where I would like to maintain my collection, so 1 in, 1 out. That's everything for today. Thank you so much for watching this video and see you on my next one. Bye bye.